Welcome everyone, Healing Wednesday, the Circle of 12. I'm Lee Carroll.
And I'm Monica Morani.
Well, we are back yet again. Another Wednesday. This is June 21. Thank you all for being here. Every Wednesday evening of the year, we come together right here. And we have special guests, we have questions and answers, we have discussions, meditation, and of course we have channeling.
But before we begin with all of those wonderful things that Lee just mentioned, let us continue saying the affirmation of the month. And we said this on 2 previous episodes, so it should be familiar to you. And even if it's not familiar, and you are watching this as a replay out of order to everything else, it doesn't matter because we are going to have the words on the screen for you. We're going to repeat the affirmation 3 times, and you are invited to participate and join in with us. So let's just spend a mini second releasing everything that has happened today. Just become fully present in this now moment. Dear Spirit, thank you for my divine spark. I am ready to enhance my divinity. I acknowledge the golden angel inside that represents my higher self. Dear Spirit, give me intuition to receive benevolent guidance in my life. I am ready for an amplification of my light and for greater balance and wisdom in my daily life. Dear golden angel inside, I give permission and allowance to meld my consciousness with your divinity. Together, let us demonstrate compassionate action. Let us radiate joy, peace, balance, and oneness.
Dear Spirit, thank you for my divine spark. I'm ready to enhance my divinity. I acknowledge the golden angel inside that represents my higher self. Dear Spirit, give me intuition to receive benevolent guidance in my life. I'm ready for an amplification of my light and for greater balance and wisdom in my daily life. Dear golden angel inside, I give permission and allowance to meld my consciousness with your divinity. Together, let us demonstrate compassionate action. Let us radiate joy, peace, balance, and oneness.
Dear Spirit, thank you for my divine spark. I am ready to enhance my divinity. I acknowledge the golden angel inside that represents my higher self. Dear Spirit, give me intuition to receive benevolent guidance in my life. I am ready for an amplification of my light and for greater balance and wisdom in my daily life. Dear golden angel inside, I give permission and allowance to meld my consciousness with your divinity. Together, let us demonstrate compassionate action. Let us radiate joy, peace, balance, and oneness.
Thank all of you for joining in with us in these affirmations. It's really a good way, I think, to begin this evening program. Affirmations are very helpful in creating the energy of positive expectation. That's what we believe. That's what we teach. And the more often you anticipate benevolence in your life, the more you create synchronicity and benevolence.
I think that's why I love the phrase that a past guest speaker shared with us, which was most benevolent outcome. And we were always told that we should give a prayer for the most benevolent outcome for a situation. And that expression, it came from Tom T. Moore. He was a guest, and you can see that on episode number 30, which was given in the month of April in 2021. But right now, what I'd like to do is move into the question and answer part of the program. You can submit your question in the portal, or you can go to cryonmasters.com/questions. So this question comes from Renata, and Renata's in Germany. And Renata is saying, even after experiencing over 100 Circle of 12 meditations from Kryon, I am still weeping frequently. And sometimes I know Spirit is with me, but often I'm pondering if something is wrong with me.
Renata, I want to expand on this, and I want to give you some personal insight that I believe will help you and perhaps some of the others who have asked this. I can vividly remember the first months of channeling Kryon. When I was channeling in a much more primitive way, you might say I was just learning. I felt like a faucet since I wept all the time. And I was in channel when I did so. So it seemed to be every time I sat in the chair, I wept. However, I expected that as I channeled more, this would eventually all go away. You might say it would dry up. Well, it didn't. Even today, during the channeling, as I sit here, even in the studio in front of you, sometimes in the Circle of 12, I'll find myself often tearing up. So many years ago, I asked Kryon about this. This is the same question you asked. I asked, why can't I get used to this feeling when I channel and perhaps not weep as often? I remember Kryon, as an answer, asking me this question from Kryon. Lee, are you asking when you'll get tired of the incredible love for you which flows from the Creator? Then I realized what was being told to me through that question. Every time I channel or give a message, it's fresh, it's new, it's real. It's that linear part of me that says, I should be getting used to it. There's absolutely no getting used to it. It's a constant. We have a constant loving Creator, and it moves back and forth in our body. And while we channel or we meditate, it's not going away. There's no getting used to being loved beyond measure. Every time you open the door to a beautiful conversation with Spirit, there just isn't. So, Renata, there's nothing wrong with you or wrong with me. We're simply responding to an ongoing love and caring from the other side. It's forever. It won't go away. Even we are someday gone, it won't go away. This is one of the things I would love to show everyone. But there are so many who are just not ready to feel that complete package. I think if there were words for those who hesitate to feel the entire package, it would be afraid to be loved. I don't know why people are afraid to be loved. Dear ones, perhaps it's time to allow the entire amount of love into your life. Thank you for this wonderful, heartfelt question.
Oh, thank you, Lee, for that heartfelt answer. And it explains to me why sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I will look at some videos where it could show like a little puppy dog with a duckling, and I'll start weeping, or it'll be some kind of compassionate action that a human being did to another, and I will just be a blubbering mess. I'll be weeping. But now we have that expressed so beautifully and elegantly from Lee. The love source from the Creator is forever. It's ever present. So let those tears flow, and now you know why. So we have another question, and it comes from Donna. Donna is in California in the US, and she is saying, I understand that we are here to raise the consciousness of humanity on Earth. By doing so, are we also raising the consciousness of other planets and beings in the universe and multi-universe?
Donna, I don't have any idea where you got this question, but I'll tell you, it's exactly the right question for our time, and it's a difficult one. It's one of the most difficult questions I could ever try to answer, and you're not the only one who's asked. But you might as well as ask, why are we here? Or what is the meaning of life? Give me a soundbite and an answer here in 2 minutes. That's how profound the answer is. What is the meaning of life? It's an answer that I can give, but each time it's given, it raises too many other questions to answer. I think most of you know that Monica and I are creating the Chrysalis Academy course. And in that course, this teaching school, the Lemurian teaching wheel is one of the courses that we are currently doing. Now, the idea of creating a teaching course, a complicated one, a year-long one, without actually knowing all of the details or parts yet when we begin, that's very Kryon-esque. And that's exactly how it is. This profound information about core truth, it was given in 2017, but it's only now just being revealed, the details, little by little, concept by Kryon, to me. But the information is becoming more and more complete, and more esoteric information is being given about a spiritual beginning for us, what it was like. All this to say to you, and to make it germane to this answer, that Kryon is starting to reveal a larger picture than I ever was able to teach before, and it starts to answer your question. All the students of the Chrysalis Academy will receive this full information eventually, but it's quite amazing that Kryon's revealing so many things about our galaxy he never did before. Let me give you some questions to answer. These may be rhetorical, or they may not be. What if the driving force behind everything we see in the sky is love? What if life is everywhere, but it doesn't visit us that much because we are not ready? What if there is duality within the galaxy itself, and it's an energy that's working a spiritual puzzle just like we are? What if? What if, when we are visited by lower consciousness life from the stars, we see them as negative, scary aliens? But when we are visited by very high consciousness from the stars, we don't even know it. We see them as angels. Are you getting the picture here? Humanity has no idea what's out there, and we just assume it's all bad. We're babies of consciousness, Kryon says, and we really have no idea what's really happening apart from here. We're kind of isolated, you might say. We just assume that if there is life visiting us from anywhere, it's going to be just like we are. Conquering, greedy, warlike, humanistic, scary. Listen, Donna, the answer to your question goes way beyond all understanding of what humanity perceives might be out there in our galaxy. Kryon says we are a full-color vehicle of biology, living in a black and white perception of reality. Wow. We are the human race, all packed into a Boeing 747, roaring up and down the runway, screaming in delight and having so much fun with no idea that we can fly. But when we start raising our vibration and allow more light into this planet, everything starts to change. And when it does, you will understand this answer, Donna. The future of planet Earth has everything to do with other planets and stars in the galaxy and our universe. It's why we're here. It's why we exist. It's a plan of love, and it's beyond anything anyone can ever imagine.
Oh, I think that's why I love the phrase I used to remember from Kryon saying that, "Dear Lightworker, you are the hope of the planet and the forerunner of the galaxy." Oh, beautiful answer, Lee. Thank you. I'd like to take one more question before meditation and channel, and this comes from Zebra from Texas. And the question is this: everything seems to sparkle more brightly ever since 2020. The oak leaves, water ripples, even pieces of plastic seem to shine brighter in the sunlight, moonlight, or any form of light. Has something shifted dimensionally, or have I?
Zebra, something shifted dimensionally. That's so